Stream Rules is this Sunday, and we have a few more matches to go through. There weren't any announced on SmackDown, well, except for the pre-show. We'll get to that first, actually. But yeah, first off, the kickoff match: Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin for maybe the 10th time in a row. Maybe not in a row, but 10th time overall. And these two have touched pretty much since the Raw after WrestleMania, where we got the birth of the Beach Ball, which was amazing. But to the point where there was "Let's go Beach Ball sucks" chants, Beach Ball City. After a few matches after, better than Beach Ball, or Corey Corbin's case, Beach Ball. There was a bunch of Beach Ball chants is the point. I don't remember them all exactly, but they were great. And some of them really didn't even make it to the actual show. Some of them you saw were probably the better ones, were like Beach Ball City, Let's Go Beach Ball sucks, stuff like that, if you remember watching that Raw. But with that being said, Dolph Ziggler got a win. Corbin got his win back on Raw. So personally, if you're going to build Corbin, especially after he won the Honor the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, then you have to have him win. You have to have him be dominant. You have to have him do something. Next up, the Usos versus Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows in a tornado tag team match. It doesn't say elimination. I'm just thinking it's tornado. First of all, wins it. All four men are in the ring at the same time. For those who've never seen a tornado tag match, that's pretty much what it is. And with that being said, I think this is our first look at Anderson and Gallows on pay-per-view. So those who don't know who they are exactly, which I do with every person, introduce them a little bit. Members of the Bullet Club, as you already know, or in this case, WWE has just called them the Club, which is dumb, but, you know, I guess PG, you can't really say Bullet, so that makes sense, at least in that standpoint. But Gallows and Anderson have been one of the best teams in New Japan for the longest time, former multiple-time IWGP Tag Team Champions, to the point where Gallows' wife, Amber Gallows, or Amber O'Neil, was the NWA Women's World Champion and still is at this point, as far as I know. But with that being said, these guys have been jobbing to the Usos left and right, and I would not be surprised if that happened. But if you just like Corbin, you have to keep these guys strong. You brought them in, you need to bring them strong. Especially since you brought them in from New Japan, probably one of the best companies in the world right now. So you need them to be strong. I would not be surprised if the Usos won, but I'm going with Gallows and Anderson. And finally, the big one: Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho in a Asylum match. For those who did not see this on Raw, it is basically a newer steel cage. It looks like new, at least, with weapons surrounding it, like a straitjacket. Mitch Jr., the Plant, the son of Mitch, I'm guessing. Chairs, mops, anything you could think of. Straitjackets even were up there. The best way I can describe this match, since it's the first time it's ever happened, is a mix between Raven's Clockwork Orange House of Fun and Lethal Lockdown. Without the top, of course. But the thing is, you cannot escape. From what we know, this steel cage match, the door will remain locked. You cannot escape. There is no escape. So I'm assuming they will put some sort of top on top of the cage, or have lumberjacks or something. So if they even try to escape, they'll be put back in the cage, or be forced to climb back up and go back in the cage, or something like that, if that matter. But with that being said, this is Ambrose's match. Ambrose should win it. Although, I would not be surprised if Jericho won, but Ambrose finally had his first win in a long time at the last pay-per-view, so you need to have that going strong. You have to have him keep winning. If you're going to have him as a viable world title contender eventually, you will need to have him have multiple wins on pay-per-view. Television wins are good, but this is people watching it on pay-per-view or on the network. So you need to have an impression of Ambrose being their guy. With that being said, the Extreme Rules is Sunday, and if anything else comes up, we'll see what happens.